Hey friends, welcome to my humble homestead. This video is going to be all about carrots. As you know, I am doing a lot in my kitchen today. I did the healthy jello that helps you look and feel younger. Great snack for your kids. I am going to be in this video making some carrot soup, which is what I'm getting started right now, and canning all these carrots. So I got this 25-pound bag of seconds. And the reason why they're seconds, I mean, look at how great these carrots look, you guys. They're seconds because you might get some really kind of funky looking ones in here. But look at how these are. They're great. So right now I just want to get my carrot soup going because I found this carrot soup recipe. I don't really need 25 pounds of carrots canned, so I'm gonna do some carrot soup and can that as well. You can't have too much soup on your pantry. That is such a great convenience food for in the winter when you're busy. You can just open up a can of soup. So I'll just love to have a different variety. So I will link the recipe that I'm basing this off below. I found a German recipe. However, there are a couple German spices that, I mean, if you want to order them, you can, or just use your own. One is similar to like a chicken's bouillon or whatever. So I'm going to use my vegetable herb dry mix and my seasoned salt. And I also put, let me aim you down here into my, there we go, into my, and please just ignore my mess here. I'm prepping and getting, anyway, yeah. No judgment, no shaming here. So I've got some meat bones, soup bones. I'm doing pork. I'm using what I have. I have a bunch of beef bones too, but I want to make bone broth with those. You can use whatever soup bones you would like to, okay? I know some of you don't eat pork. Then I've got frozen chopped up onions in there. This is how easy I did it. And remember, I got that 5-pound bag of organic frozen celery on Azure. This is why I get it. Remember, I said this is my convenience food. My arm is already hurting from chopping, and I'm using my chopper, chopping up these carrots. So I'm going to put the carrots in there. I still am going to do more carrots, and I still am going to do some potatoes. So I'm going to do the potatoes. I'm going to put a little bit of this vegetable seasoning, and then I'm going to do this seasoned salt blend that I also have. I know in my haul I was saying they were discontinuing this. They're discontinuing this. So if you guys get this, you better get it before it's discontinued. So I am going to add a good amount of the seasoned salt. So there we go. That's going to be the two seasonings that is going to replace what they have in the recipe. So now I'm just going to finish chopping up my carrots and my potatoes, and I am going to add some pepper. So I'm going to finish with my carrots and my potatoes, and then I'm going to just slow cook this on low. And then what came today, everybody? My Presto Pressure Electric Canner came. So while I get that on, I'm super excited about that. I did splurge and get a few things that are just going to help me simplify my life. And in the long run, you know, it really will earn its keep because we are saving so much money. I'm not going to grocery shop this winter. So these things at Azure, that I will probably have that going. I'll probably have my other pressure canner going on the stove with the carrots. So I'm going to get this chopped up, this going on low, and then I'm going to sit down and read the manual on that. I'm a manual reader, you guys. I'm one of those people that I need to do it right. I want to make sure that, you know, when you put all this work into this food, I'm not going to mess up. So, and then plus I'm already, my camera not even, I'm talking to my neck here. So I want to make sure it's done right. So I'm going to get that, and then I'll come back and we're going to can some carrots together. All right, we'll see you in a bit, everyone. Okay, people, thank you for coming back. We are continuing with our carrots. Right now, I am going to get my first batch. Now that I have my new Precise Digital Pressure Canner, I'm going to get a couple batches going at the same time. But let me tell you, I'm already getting worn out. I'm not even halfway through these carrots. So I want to at least get one batch going into my pressure canner that goes on my stove. I can get these. I'm going to cold pack these. And when I was reading the manual of my new one, I know I need to kind of wash it out, and I need to, like, the jars have to heat up and warm up in there. It's a little bit of a process. It's supposed to be super easy, which is fine, but I thought I'm just going to get one batch going in the canner on the stove that I know how to do, and then I'll focus on the other stuff. I have the soup going and all the things. I wanted to show you, I'm just really rough chopping these here because I thought I like some big ones. I really pack these in good, but I want to try to get a, let me see if I can get something thinner, like a chopstick to get the air bubbles out. I wanted some really thick ones because I like to have the real chunky ones, like if I want to just open a jar and throw them in soup. These are, let's not really pack these in good, you guys. So yeah, that's kind of where I was going with these. Some of these that are maybe are just a little bit too full. I'm gonna take a couple out. So there we go. And I'm just going to make sure there are no air bubbles in here. And I did put a half a teaspoon of pickling salt or canning salt in these jars. And then I just added some water up to the top. And I'm going to leave a ½ inch of headspace at the top. Anyway, so after I do that, then I will re-wipe off the lids here and get these all. And then I'm just going to put, and my arm, you know, I just been kind of struggling a bit today, so I'm just doing this as I go. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I wanted to show you how I've been canning these. So I'm just going to set these, get the rings on here, set those in the pressure canner, and then continue to fill these other jars up that I already have salt in. So, all right, we'll see you in a bit. Hi everybody, so here is my carrot and potato soup. It looks and smells amazing. So I am canning it here in my pressure canner. My pressure canner is hot, so I'm putting the hot ingredients into hot jars here. And then I'm going to wipe it off, debubble it, and then I will pressure can it. So I'm going to do both quarts and pints, because I don't have any more quarts that were in my dishwasher, and I don't honestly need all quarts of the soup. So I will let you know what the time is. I'm going to look it up in my canning book. So I'm going to get that going, process it, and then I do have more carrots to do, but I will let you know how the carrots turned out. Here, let me show you what the carrots look like. Carrots that I got done on my shelf here. They turned out fabulous. So here's the soup. I'm just going to debubble it, wipe it off, and then get it in my pressure canner. All right, everyone, I'll show it to you when it's done. Hey, everyone, look at my Presto Pressure Canner. My electric one has come. And I do want to say, I know there are a lot of electric pressure canners out there, but I did search. I know I paid a little bit more for this, but it is USDA approved. So if you are looking for an electric pressure canner, please check and make sure. You know, can at your own risk. I am not gonna be the canning police, but you know, when you work so hard and you grow and you preserve all this food, you really do want to be careful. And you know, there's nothing wrong with using the one on the stove. Absolutely not. I'm just trying to make my life a little bit easier. Look at my cat toys everywhere. Okay, anyway, so for this one, I am just gonna unlock it and take the top off. And I have the rack in there already, and I'm gonna fill it to the fill line there with water. Now what I am doing with this, and I am just gonna place I'm doing quarts of carrots. So I am going to place my carrots, which I actually think I probably could have got. Oh God, I could have got one more in there. Okay, well anyway, I'm probably gonna get one more in there, but I'm gonna show you that we can cold pack in this, because usually it shows the setting of how that you warm the jars first, but this is by Presto that you can. So I'm gonna lock this. I'm gonna put this down and lock, oops, let me put this in here. Still learning, you guys. Lock this. And now it says pressure can here. So we're gonna add what we want, well, not water can, we want pressure can. Then we're gonna add, whoops, how much time we want. So we're gonna do 25 minutes for carrots that are pints. And then this is the start button. So we're gonna hold the start button till it says insert jars. We're gonna hold it again because we're gonna bypass that. Okay, I couldn't bear to leave any space, so I got another jar in there. Let's go ahead and put this on, lock it, put this on and lock it. And I'm gonna plug it in, just how we turn it on. And then I'm gonna, it says pressure can, oh, pressure, my finger out of the way, pressure can. So I'm gonna set the timer, hit start. Then I'm gonna set the timer for 25 minutes, hit start, which is gonna put insert jars. Now it says warm. Now if we bypass this, now it says heat. So it's gonna heat the water, I believe. So we are gonna check this out and see if it's doing it right. And then when the heat stops, but when we're gonna wait for it to steam up here and then add the regulator. So I will keep you informed on how this works. Kind of excited, getting the canning started in the new pressure canner. See, now you can see it's changed to vent and there's 1 minute left. So when the time runs out, we are gonna put the regulator up at the top. I don't know if you can really see the steam coming out, but yeah, so we're gonna put this regulator up as soon as the time runs out, and then it will begin canning. Okay, it is now canning and the timer is going off. So we will wait until the time's done. I can hear processing in there, and this is pretty exciting, fancy. Now our pressure canner beeped that the 25 minutes was up and it is in the cooling stage. So we are going to let it come to a complete cool before we remove the regulator and remove our canning jars. So I do like that it gives us little beep warnings and let us know when it's going to the next stage. So far, I'm enjoying this canner. I'm pretty impressed with it. Liking it. Okay, so it is finished and I took the regulator off, lifted this up, and let's see how these are doing. Lifting them out. They look pretty good. We do have some orange water in there, pretty much what happens in the other one. You know what? I didn't put any alcohol in here. I mean, not alcohol, vinegar. Vinegar in here. I wonder if I should have put vinegar in here. I'm gonna put this pot, soak it right away with some vinegar. Because I don't want to get, but usually I put a little vinegar in the water so I don't get cloudies on my jars. But this is going to wrap up all about carrots. So it was so nice to get these carrots processed with the soup we did. And there we have it, using the new Presto Pressure Canner. I'm going to rinse this out. I think I'm going to make that soup, the cabbage soup, and use it for that as well. But thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for watching. Be blessed. Remember you're loved and happy preserving the harvest. Bye.